Okay, we're live.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Just give a second here. So welcome. Tonight is a special night. It's 8/8 and at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maggie and I are so excited to teach all of you and also share great wisdom from all these, I'll call them the invisible beings that we're going to be channeling this evening to teach all of you how to manifest. This is a very important time and day. It's called the Lionsgate Portal. And Maggie and I are going to be channeling not only in a collective sense for all of you, but we're going to go each sign one by one. We're going to start with Aries and go all the way to Pisces. And to share, our goal tonight is to really help you manifest, whether it's love, whether it's better health, whether it's better career, more money, stability, and to really, maybe you're suffering, I'm hearing depression, anxiety, although we're not doctors, put a little clause in there. Of course, this is for entertainment purposes only, for legality reasons, but we're here as guides because not only do we both channel on a daily basis, we've been through it too. You know, it's not always about the education, which we both have. It's also about, hey, we've been through it. We've sat in your shoes, and we are, walking it, talking it. And that's what we're here for tonight. We also are asking for those of you that if you have any questions about manifesting or anything nagging at you, let us know in the comments sections. We are just really excited to be here tonight. We are here to help and guide you. And before we begin, I want Maggie just to, introduce herself to a lot of you. Now, I am on, if you want to see what Maggie looks like, please go on my YouTube, which is at Deirdre and Maggie. You could see her live there. We're streaming through StreamYard. Unfortunately, because we're not in the same location tonight. You cannot see her on TikTok nor Instagram, but you certainly will be able to hear her. So, Maggie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everyone. Maggie Baird, professional psychic. And one of my favorite topics in the world is law of attraction, manifesting, making miracles for yourself. So I was really looking forward to this today. You can find me on all social media at The Maggie Baird, and then personal readings, themaggiebaird.com.
And we'll also, after the event is done tonight, I will be posting Maggie's information, how you can contact her. So during the replay, you'll be able to do that. Meanwhile, to get warmed up, let us know where you guys tuning in from. I always love to hear, sorry, I have all these messages coming up. Let us know. Also, is there anybody, I see people can see, but any in YouTube or Facebook, let us know in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. Also, let me know on Instagram where you guys are all tuning in from.
We have Lauderdale. We have Oak Island, North Carolina. Jenny.
Ooh. Can you see that? I can't see where they're coming in from here, but I have Illinois, Nebraska, California. Hello, Miami, Texas. We have South Florida. I'm back in South Florida. I leave 4:30 tomorrow morning to go to New York, but I'm excited to see family and friends. We have Salt Lake City, Utah, Oklahoma. We have Chattanooga, Tennessee, Australia. Hello. Amazing. We have New York, Sarasota,
Michigan, Virginia, the UK.
Amazing. Yeah. And, we are going to, like I said, just to review the format tonight, I really appreciate you guys joining us. We're going to start off. We did a meditation, but you know what? I'm feeling that we need to do a quick meditation for all of you listening out there. And again, if you come in late, I will be replaying this. Unfortunately, on TikTok, we're not able to, but no worries, because you can view it also on YouTube at Deirdre Abrami. And also it'll be on the replay on Instagram, Deirdre Abrami .psychic. Okay, so do me a favor, everybody. If you can, let's together as a collective close your eyes. I want you all to close your eyes right now. And I know you probably don't want to see me closing my eyes, but just trust in the process. I would love for you to just continue to close your eyes and let's breathe together. And what I mean by that is let's do yoga breaths. I know you yogis are probably going to be, that's not a yoga breath, Deirdre. No worries. So what I mean by a yoga breath is we're going to breathe in through our nose for a couple of seconds, hold the breath for a couple of seconds, and then breathe out through our mouth for a couple of seconds. Okay. And we're going to repeat that 3 times together. So let's begin. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. Begin imagining there's a beautiful white light coming out of the center of your heart. Just imagine this beautiful light is completely surrounding you in love. Not only is this light part of your higher self, but it's also, you have millions of angels and spirit guides surrounding you in love and light too. So let's begin imagining that the tip of your toes are being covered in beautiful light. This light is slowly coming up your legs, passing your hips and thighs, passing all your major organs, passing your chest, your throat, your ears, your eyes, and all the way to the top of your head. Just imagining this beautiful, gorgeous light is completely protecting you and loving you. And just imagine that this beautiful light expands out from you and fills up the entire space you're in, the entire town you're in, the entire country you're in, and lastly, the entire world. Now we're going to do a collective prayer. Mother, Father, God, creator of all that is, we ask for you today to please send each and every one of us that are all here, whether it's live now or later in the replay, that we send us each wisdom, send us each strength, send us each lots of love and protection during these times of change. We ask that you open up this beautiful manifesting portal so we can create wisdom, create manifestation at it's such a great, amazing level for each and every one of us. We all come together and send love to ourselves, loves to our planet, and love to other universes that exist out there. And we thank you as always to just continue to share this beautiful light. And it is done, it is done, it is done, it is done. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. We hope that you are enjoying this time with us tonight. And what we're going to do a little different than what we usually do, which is using tarot cards. Maggie and I are going to be more doing, which you don't usually do live. We're going to do more trans channeling this evening. We're going to channel. If we're guided to use the cards, we will, but we're more going to connect with your source, with all of our source, with your angels, your spirit guides. And if you miss any part of this, it will be replayed, so no worries. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a collective reading for everyone. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? So let me see. Ooh, okay. For the collective right now, I am getting, it's a time for peace and change. Remember to always seek knowledge from within. Stop looking and seeking for knowledge from outside of you. It's time for you to really hone in. I'm getting the chilies of looking for the wisdom from within. You need to stop looking elsewhere. What you can do is you need to start slowing down the mind. They are suggesting, this message is probably for me too, lowering amounts of caffeine, speeding, slowing down interaction with social media, negative news, anything that they said, sweeteners, anything that's toxic. It's not just it's not just mentally, it's physically, spiritually, food, environment. They want you to start really connecting, because with them meeting the universe, them meeting whatever you consider your higher source of knowledge, of wisdom. And this goes for, again, the collective. So if you're seeking love, begin with you. Focus in on loving yourself. Focus in on, if you want more financial abundance, focus again on you loving you. Well, that's the key. If you're looking for better health, again, focus. They keep saying, I'm going to repeat myself over and over again. Focus in on you. That's the first step, is really honing in on your own intuitive abilities. Maggie and I are really grateful you're here today, but we're just the guiding lights, handing you the baton so then you will also get out there, shine your light bright. They want you to, they keep saying, stop the toxicity. It starts with you. It starts with you right now. No more blaming others. It's time for you to take the lead. If whatever you're being guided to do, and let me just tell you, the hairs on my arms, I don't really have hairy arms, but they're standing up right now. And I have goosebumps from head to toe, because they are so joyful. Your angel, spirit guide, the universe, they are so joyful you're here right now, whether it's live with us now or later on the replay. They are just so excited to talk to you directly. How do you do that? Just by being here now. This is the first step. Listening. We're going to teach you tonight how to connect with your angels and spirit guides. Just being here, starting to listen to the voices you hear, start seeing the numbers, that repetitive numbers you're hearing or seeing, I should say, 111 or 222. Or I was just doing a reading right before I joined this live tonight, and she saw two cardinals. She was sitting outside. They both stared her down. She's like, is this a sign? Yes, it's a sign. That's how the universe takes over the spirit of animals, birds, butterflies. These times of joy. They want you to just love yourself, because tonight, go with the wave. The 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate tonight, it doesn't just start and end tonight. It's just the continuation, but it starts with love. That's where it actually starts, begins with you. And once they need you now, they need you, your guiding light to help others. And they stop me because they want Maggie to take over.
I'm going to add to you speaking about peace and that it starts within. I was hearing create your own peace. So we're all creators in this universe. That's what manifesting is about. And we all have to create peace in our own worlds first. So they're telling me, if social media makes you feel negative, stop looking at it as much. Like Deirdre said, cutting out the foods that don't make you feel good, make you feel negative. It's like just making sure that you're making decisions that create your own peace. You're a creator of peace and love.
Excellent, excellent. And that's where it starts, is with you. It's the more than ever. What's so interesting is I love it. All the private readings I'm doing lately are all intuitives. Okay, maybe you're not a professional psychic yet until we recruit you, but you don't have to be. I've only been one the last 15 years. I was in the corporate world, but guess what? I use my intuition. Sometimes we need a push, and the time is now. The time is not tomorrow or later. The time is now. And what I love about today versus when I started getting involved in this, I come from 6 generations of crazy psychics. But guess what? That was because we were ahead of our time. And now it's more normal to tap into your intuition. This is a gift for every single one of us to tap into. We're all born with it. How do you think an animal knows how to hunt? It's their intuition. It's their instinct. You're born with it. It's not just me who's got 6 generations of psychics. Okay, it helps. I got a little guidance along the way. Maggie too, but you wouldn't be here right now live with us or even on the replay. There's no accident. Everything is synchronistic. I can't say that fast 3 times. There's no accident. And it starts with love. I don't know why they're saying this. They want me to also talk about plants on earth. It's so interesting because I forgot about Dr. Emoto, who talked about the power of the mind. And I tried it just like 2 weeks ago. I had this poor plant I totally forgot about. And I brought him in the house and I heard, send him love. He or she, the plant. It sounds crazy with this plant I talked to, and I was away for a couple of days. I came home last night and this plant got big. And it was because this, like Dr. Emoto said, he tested as a scientist and showed that just us sending love to anything can actually revive something. So it starts with you. Don't think that, oh, me, like I have any input on this. Yes, you do. It starts with you. And that's how we all will connect as a collective here, is it starts with you. Even little simple things like going to the grocery store and saying good morning to the checkout person, just even holding space for somebody. Maybe you're online at a store and they just needed to talk to you. All those little things add up, by the way, and they are huge for all of our developments. We can blame things on politicians. We can blame things on this one and that one. But really, as a whole, we all participate in this energy. So why not start today sending love? Watch positivity, send out positivity. Even, yes, I know we all have trauma. We all have the naysayers that want to bring us down. But if we lead by example and instead, a good tool I have worked, and trust me, I'm human. I am human, please, But what I've started to do over the my healing journey is I embrace those teachers that have maybe put me down or didn't support me in any way. But guess what? I'm so thankful and grateful for them today because of it.
I'm hearing too that, spreading love and let's say positivity, if you're feeling sad or depressed, that might feel hard for you today. It doesn't have to all be fixed in one day where you completely switch to positivity. Instead, it's like just focus on maybe making one thing better today, smiling at one person, being kind to one person, because it all builds on itself and it will even make you feel better.
Absolutely. And just think about it. I'm not good at quoting the people who do but there's a lot of people, scientists, that say try to not be happy with a smile on your face. Like try to be negative and mad at somebody with a smile. It doesn't work, So that's just something I do. I say hi to everybody. It used to drive my kids crazy. It probably still does. But I feel I always want to talk to people and always engage them and say good morning. And I even talk to the trees in the morning. And usually I walk my dog and we say hi to everybody. He licks everybody to death. But that's part of it. You see how that begins the healing? So that's it in the nutshell for the collective, is that we all are here for a reason. A bigger reason. And the reason is because all of you, including us, are here to share light over darkness. That's how it works. Light over darkness. And we can do it all together. It takes just a little bit every day just to make you start with you. If your attitude is positive, guess what? That's it. You share that light with others. Everybody's going to be like, what'd you do? Did you change your hair? Did you change the way you eat or something? What's going on with you? Hey, does everybody like my hair today? I think it looks pretty fabulous. See, somebody's got to toot my own horn. Farrah Fawcett, we have nothing on you. Got to put some humor in here too. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go through each sign. Now, just because we're focusing on each of the zodiac signs, I guide you to really embrace each channeling as we channel each zodiac, because to be honest, we're not just one sign, we're multiple signs. We're multiple faceted beings. So I suggest listening to all of the signs, because you never know, there might be a message in there for you. Anything you want to add, Maggie, before we begin with all the signs?
Yes. Archangel Raphael is saying that the reason he had us start off on speaking about love to everyone is this is a manifestation live. We are going to be talking about manifesting material things a lot throughout this live. Money, cars, boats, whatever it is that you all have been manifesting, it might come up in these readings. But the reason that they had us start with love is because there is nothing that you could manifest that would make you feel as good as love makes you feel. True, pure love. There is no, and Deirdre and I will attest, we have manifested a lot of wonderful things, but
crazy stories, yes,
how they make us feel. There is no material thing that could ever make you feel stronger, more inspired, more passionate than love. And it doesn't have to be significant others. It can be friends, family, even pets. Deirdre and I love our pets, so it's just one added message before we get into each sign. We are going to talk about manifesting a lot of material things tonight, which are important to us. We want them. We want to live happy, and we're going to get them. We're manifesting, okay? But they started with love for a reason. They did that on purpose, because there is nothing that could be more powerful than feeling real, true love.
And I'm so happy you started there, Maggie, too, because they were guiding me to say this, that 21 years ago, and this past April, I was diagnosed with a brain aneurysm because I delivered my son and I complained of a headache. We thought maybe it was just from the epidural, but we found there was a cerebral aneurysm. And I'll never forget, I was not spiritual back then. And my dear psychic grandma came to me in the hospital, because I was in the hospital for about a month. And she came to me and said, listen, you need to snap out of this. You have a newborn and you have a 14-month at home. Do you want somebody else raising them? And all of a sudden, I snapped out of it. I just kept visualizing these two beautiful beings, my children, and started to visualize. And I just had such unconditional love for them that I started to feel that love for myself. And that's how my spiritual journey really catapulted. Yeah, I've always been intuitive my whole life, but I ignored it with my crazy psychic family. But at that moment is when, did I heal myself right away? No. But a couple of months later, an angel came to me in the shower and told me how to heal myself. That was my first proof of manifestation. And I saw this angel came to me and showed me to visualize a white light going in my brain and looking at the brain aneurysm as though it was a laser of light, and it actually deleted, as though I was looking at a film in a doctor's office. And they showed the light just taking away, like an eraser. They took the aneurysm, they erased it off this MRI report. And I kept visualizing, and every night, because when all the kids were sleeping, when you're newborn, 2 babies, and didn't have a minute to myself at night, I would just sit in the shower, and this beautiful love came to me, and I felt such unconditional love. And I would just kept seeing, and I looked forward every night. See, I didn't even know what angels were back then. And I just kept seeing this light every night. And then the 21st day, at this point, I was starting to see a surgeon in Manhattan. He was world renowned for the type of procedure called the coil, and that he was getting ready to do the coil procedure on me. And he's like, please, you don't have to just overnight me the reports. That was before digital. Okay. That's 20 years ago, I should say. And all of a sudden he sent me a letter. He said, we can't find your aneurysm. And let me tell you, I had 12 reports that showed the same exact thing, that I needed the surgery, that everything, no changes, but something about after when I did it every single day on the 21st day, that I was told no more, that it's done. I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't even know what manifestation meant. I had no idea. And that's when I got the letter. I still have the letter. I want to frame it someday, right? And I could not believe it. And that's what made me change my life. And that's when I heard about angels and manifesting and talking to spirit and what the power of the mind can do. And that's the whole main reason we're here tonight, is if I can do it. I didn't know what the heck. I was told I had 30 days to live. Look, my son just turned 21 in April. I'm still here. Unless you're talking to a spirit from the other side, joking aside, I am still here. Did it happen overnight? No, I'm not going to lie to you. I went to a million healers. I went to like every neurologist they wanted to go do surgery through my brain to angiogram. I had it almost all done. So I went through a lot because I was stubborn. And finally, when I let go and just had faith and started to practice about the power of the mind, is when everything changed. So with that said, we're going to start off with Aries. So again, please just embrace for each sign first. So what I have for Aries is this. Aries, as far as any of you Aries out there looking to finally get ahead financially, well, guess what? Tonight's a special night. Right now, astrologically speaking too, is the time for new beginnings in your career, your personal projects. This is the time right now. No more putting it off till tomorrow. No more putting it off till next year. Do it now. It's like, you know what they're showing me? Like being a surfer, taking the wave in. They said, take all this abundance with you right now, because you Aries, I want to be an Aries right now. Let's just say. Another suggestion right now is suggested for those Aries out there is to really work on your confidence and leadership skills. If any of you are looking for a promotion or possibly even getting a social media platform, you've been nagged to be a speaker, be a content creator, this is your time. Do not waste any more time. I'm telling you right now, Aries. Also, they're suggesting to increase your physical energy and vitality. If you are, for a lot of you, I'm hearing, are you getting the message? It's time to detox. Give up the sugar, give up the fake sugar, especially. I don't know why I'm hearing pork for some of you. Listen to your body, maybe alcohol, drugs, whatever. Listen to your body, Aries, because this is the time, because I'm hearing that by really giving up all these toxic foods and such, you're going to raise your energy, and that's how you're going to manifest everything that you're wanting right now. For those you looking for love, I feel it's really a good time to get out there. But before you do, this is what I suggest, is raise your energy first, detox, start working out, but not just detoxing your body, detox your mind too. Start being, like we were saying in the beginning, with love, with new vitality, being more positive. If you are online dating, Keep saying to yourself every time you're on there that you're making new friends. Don't have expectations you're going to go off to the sunset in one day, you know? But I do feel for those of you single, ready to mingle Aries, this is the time to get out because you're going to meet somebody that's going to last a long term, okay? This is the timing right now for you. Some challenges, Aries, that you may need to overcome, but you can overcome them, is don't try not to be impatient when something doesn't happen as fast as you want it to, Aries, okay? So it's a great time. Use tonight as the special portal time, which is tonight is a magical time where manifestation is on tenfold. Use this time to really help with your impatience and rush decisions. Try not to rush decisions, okay? Also, we're in a Mercury retrograde, so definitely slow it down, okay? Also, Aries, not all of you, but you may come up with some potential conflicts with people, okay? Especially your boss, especially with people of authority. So I would just try to tone it back and stay positive. One last challenge you may need to just be aware of is overcommitting to too many projects at once, Aries, and then feeling the burnout. Okay. So right now during this time period, I would really reflect on what you want to do one step at a time instead of overly committing, because you're not going to make everybody happy. Those are your challenges that you can overcome right now with, again, power. And one last thing I'm going to add about Aries, ask your angels and spirit guides for help. They're available 24/7. They're free. All you have to do to ask for help is say, help, or say it in your mind. I'm saying it in my mind, help. That's it. You don't have to say any fancy prayers or anything. Okay, I'm going to I know you guys can't see Maggie, but YouTube, if anybody wants to come over to my YouTube, Deirdre and Abrami, Maggie, take over. What do you want to add for Aries?
So I'm going to piggyback on a piece that you mentioned about both career and love. So Aries, I know that you like control, and I'm feeling at this time for your manifesting, they're saying instead of focusing on external control, which you might not have of others, of your environment, Deirdre mentioned your boss, whatever it may be, don't focus on trying to have external control. Instead, at this time, it's really important to focus on internal control. So nutrition, like Deirdre mentioned, maybe some detox. But I'm hearing, if you're single and you're looking for love, I feel you're coming up on a really happy time, but you might be feeling impatient. Like Deirdre mentioned, she was saying have patience. But I'm hearing in the meantime, take control and focus on being your best self up until meeting your person. And I just feel that that's going to put you in such a good energy when you meet love. It'll be amazing. And when it comes to career, I'm hearing take inspired action. That's where you need to take control, is take control of yourself and take inspired action every day towards your dreams, towards your manifestations. I think that's really going to help you out. But it's something about letting go of external control. That's
Love
what
it. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're going to move on to Taurus. Any Tauruses out there, let us know in the comments section. Again, even if you're not a Taurus, we all have different placements. I'm sure you have some Taurus in there somewhere. Earth sign, I should say. Okay. So I feel Taurus this time right now, astrologically, you can make a lot of money. We know the Tauruses like financial abundance. Yes, you do. Nothing to be ashamed of. You guys like your money and your material stability. Well, this is the time to really take the wave of abundance today, especially tonight. Today, depending on where you're watching from, or even if it's a future replay that you're watching us on, it's never too late. But Taurus, if you are being nagged to save up, I'm hearing, for a new business, do it. If it's been nagging at you to do a side hustle, do not wait, because I see a lot of money around you right now. Also, it's a really good time, Taurus, to work on strengthening relationships and partnerships. If you're in an existing relationship and things have been high and low, Taurus, guess what? Use the energies around you, because this is a fantastic time to work on that existing relationships, partnerships, family ships, I should say, even if your business, your company, what have you, because right now, like if you were here for the beginning about the collective love, you guys have it all around you. You might as well embrace this, Taurus. Also, for a lot of Tauruses looking for love or looking for more money, and you find like you're constantly seeing challenges, this is an amazing time to really improve self-worth and personal value. I mostly read empaths, the healers, the rescuers. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, I am. Taurus, you have a habit of taking care of everybody else but yourself. Admit it, Taurus. I know you know who you are, or if you're another sign, but that stops now. And it's not that you can't give, but it's about an equal give and take now. This is a new you. Take time, work on you. There's a lot of great free material on YouTube and many platforms today about really developing better self-worth, putting up healthy boundaries, working on loving you. Now, some possible upcoming challenges that you can overcome with this beautiful 8-8 portal, I should say, is we know that Tauruses are fixed signs. So I know you guys are usually very resistant to change, but why don't you start right now today? Instead of going to work or to the gym and making rights, how about you start making lefts? Do one day at a time, little things. Because this is a time, if you make those little changes, you're going to have huge, wonderful outcomes. Another challenge, I'm going to call it, that you have a potential to overcome is stubbornness that causes conflict. Is it really, what do they say? Stop sweating the small stuff. Start it's not always your problem. If you start coming from a place of love, you're going to realize, why did I get involved in that fight? I don't remember. That's what happens so often. So make it today, right now, where you're like, you know what? I'm going to let it go. I don't need to be so stubborn to cause this conflict, whether it's a love partner, a friend, a family, the neighbor, you're fighting over a fence. I don't know why I saw that, Lastly, as far as challenges, is overindulging in material pleasures. If you're getting nagged to stop drinking, I would do that. Whatever it is don't be overly materialistic or overly eating, drinking, smoking. It's time to detox your mind, your body, and your soul, because your angels and guides, the universe, is helping you elevate to a new place, so then you can achieve your financial stability. You can get that love of your life, and mostly to start working on your self-love. I'm going to leave it there and turn it over to Miss Maggie.
So Taurus, I'm going to start with love. If you're in a relationship and you've been in a relationship with that person for a very long time, I feel this is just for a few of you, but it's a very good time to reinvent the relationship, I'm hearing. Pour more into your relationship, into giving that person love, into receiving love. I feel like Deirdre mentioned, Taurus, I know, totally an earth sign, get very focused on material things. And I feel that you've been a workhorse. I feel you've been just working so hard. And it's something about this is a really good time to reinvent your relationship. I'm hearing pour more energy and love into that relationship, and it'll lead to a really happy place. For those of you that are single in love, Taurus, I feel you being able to get really lucky here soon. It's feeling like a time that you can come up on love, but I'm hearing patience. So it's like, if you know that you've been manifesting it, there's one of you out there, Taurus, that you've been really manifesting it. But I'm being guided to say divine love comes in divine perfect timing. So we don't know perfect timing. Only the universe does. Okay. So have a little bit of patience there if you're single, but if you know you've been manifesting love, Taurus, I feel it's coming your way. It's just a matter of time. And I don't feel it'll be that long, but just maybe longer than you want. Okay. And
Absolutely.
yes. And then when it comes to career, I feel a lot of you have been manifesting money. There's a few of you, though, if you don't quite believe that you can have the amount you've been asking for, okay, that's a big part of it, is believing you can have it. Okay, but Maggie, how do you go from not believing to believing? Because there's something that happens there. Okay, well, you can imagine that you have more. And so, for instance, if you've been asking for $100,000 in your bank account, but you just don't know how that's going to happen and you question it, imagine that you have 100,000 in your bank app. So when you log into your phone, your bank app, and you see it pop up on your phone, imagine it has the amount that you've been manifesting or asking for. When you can imagine yourself with it, it means you can see yourself having it. You can feel yourself having it. You know what it feels like. And connecting with that feeling and that belief will help you manifest that big amount that you've been looking for. And I was getting, when Deirdre talked, last part for Taurus, if you have been getting, let's say, an inkling, an urge, a hunch to start a business or be entrepreneurial, I would say follow that. But I think for some of you, you've been wondering, who should my partner be? And I was actually hearing that you can do it all on your own. You're grounded. I'm hearing you have the tools. You don't need a partner. You can do it on your own. Take that only if it resonates. But for a few of you wanting to be entrepreneurial, I see you kind of looking at who can help. And they're saying, look in the mirror.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it, right? No better than yourself, right? All right. Well, we're moving right on to Geminis. Any Geminis out there? Let us know in the comments section. But we all have multiple signs in our charts also. All right. So Geminis, in order, what are you looking to focus on manifestations for Geminis astrologically right now? Is they are suggesting to enhance communication and networking your skills. Okay. So in other words, Gemini, you're looking for a better job, better opportunities, time to get out. Okay. Start networking, because you're going to meet, right now is a perfect time that you're going to meet a new mentor. I'm hearing a coach. You'll have new opportunities. You've been looking for a new job. This is the time to get out there, shake some hands, go to some, I don't know why, but I'm also seeing like how they must still have them, but I'm hearing networking events at like restaurants, clubs, things like that. Start getting out there again, because I think since COVID, a lot of us have been indoors a lot, but I'm hearing it's time to get back out there, shake some hands, meet new people. This is the time to do it. Also, I feel there's a lot of opportunities for learning and intellectual growth. Are you looking to go back to school? Do it. You need a certification? Go do it. Sign up for that course. Go back to college. Even if it's like, you don't get a degree, but this is the time you're looking to enhance yourself, your mind, your body, and your soul, especially financial wealth. If you're getting NAG, go take a class, do a certification, go do it now. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late, but do it now, because you're right in the flow of abundance and manifestation. It seems, Gemini, that your angels and guides are really pushing, they said, to increase social connection and friendships. I think they're pushing you, air signs, to get out there and meet more people. You've been too much as a hermit, in your house. It's time to get back out there, meet new friends. And it's not just before networking, but just go out and meet some new friendships, okay? Because I feel like it's not good for you to be in your house too long, as you get in your head. You need some fresh air, share some love. You're going to meet some new people, because those of you that are single, if you go to a networking thing, I feel a lot of you are going to meet somebody new there. That's what I'm seeing. Now, as far as some challenges, Gemini, that may come up for you that you can overcome, is they're saying that difficulty focusing on one task at a time. So are you having trouble just focusing on one thing at a time? No worries. Ask your angels, your and your guides for some help. Try to focus in on one thing at a time. You know, what works for me, because I tend to be all over the place sometimes, is I make my list. I write every single day. I have a journal. You can't see it. It's out of the view of the camera, but I have exactly, and I check it off, and I really try to be well-grounded to stay. That's how you're going to start accomplishing so much more than what you're accomplishing now. Also, Gemini, be careful with your words, because I feel like in the air right now, maybe because of the retrograde, there's going to be some miscommunication and misunderstandings maybe around you right now. So be careful before you say something, because somebody might take it the wrong way, or perhaps the opposite. Maybe somebody said something to you or texted you something and you're like, you know, does this sound off? I would check in with yourself, because this is the time right now, and whatever's in the air for you, Gemini, that just take a minute to really, you know, if it's something said to you, take a minute. Did they really mean that? Oh, probably not. Or vice versa. Be careful the way you talk, because they may misinterpret it also. Lastly, I feel that a lot of you may have a lot of anxiety due to excessive mental activity. Meaning, are you overloaded on the apps right now, whether it's dating apps, social media, watching TV? I feel your brain is overly do you ever give yourself a break? Do you always have to be stimulated? That is not good. It's time to take a break. If you live by the water, go sit by the water. If this is a beautiful time of year. I know we have some people in Australia. It's cold there now, but that's okay. This is a perfect time to get outdoors. Don't bring your phone. Imagine that. Listen to nothing. Imagine that. It's time to degress and remove any toxicity around you, because this is what's causing your anxiety, is being overstimulated. Everywhere you go, you're being overstimulated. So it's time to be more mindful, take things slow, maybe play some nice music, and that doesn't have words. That's just more, what I like to do is play like sounds of stream, running water, rain. That's very relaxing. And lastly, this is a time for a powerful manifestation for all Geminis looking for love and partnerships. Do it now, because by October of 2024, you're going to find your person, but you got to have self-love. Who else had that self-love? I think it was Aries, right? But you have to work, Gemini, really hard on loving yourself. Get out of your head, because I know you're an air sign, and get into your heart. And by October of this year, you're going to have great success with love. Okay, Maggie, I'm going to turn it over to Maggie. I know you guys can't see her, but you can certainly hear her.
For career, if you're feeling stagnant, they're using the word stagnant, mundane, which to me is like things are feeling a little bit boring. You might be feeling unfulfilled. If that's happening in your career, Deirdre mentioned networking, but I'm actually seeing you sign up for networking events. So it's like, really, they're saying, take the reins. That's an old saying, take the reins. And it's like, sign up for some networking events, put yourself out there. And they're saying, even if, let's say you're a little introverted, that makes you feel nervous, it can even just be you going to talk to people about different careers, different opportunities, what's out there. And you never know who you're going to meet that, changes your day, is really positive. Maybe is a connection that you've needed, right? Nothing's a coincidence when you're manifesting. Okay. And I feel that'll really help you get on your path career-wise to manifesting what you want, to having that come to fruition. And then also, Gemini, is something about, if you've been doing a lot of people pleasing, which is not a negative thing, especially in this case, it feels very nurturing to those around you, but it's quite a few people that you're nurturing, that you're taking care of emotionally, mentally, and it's draining for you. But when you're manifesting, your angels want to remind you to make sure that you get recentered, regrounded, go out in nature if you can, and just get recentered and start to reflect on, what do you want? What will make you happy so that you can work on manifesting those things? Because sometimes when you're in the role of people pleasing, you're thinking so much about what would make other people happy to have instead of being focused on what would make me the most happy to manifest.
Absolutely. Putting, again, you empaths out there ahead of everybody else's wishes, right? Time for the boundaries. We are moving on to Cancer. And thank you, Maggie. We're moving on to Cancer. Any Cancers out there? Let us know in the comments section. And again, just because you're not a Cancer, there may be some nuggets in here for you that you need to hear, because I think all of us have a little bit of Cancer somewhere in our chart, right? So something that you can manifest right now, astrologically too, is emotional healing. Take time to really, Cancer, us watery signs, to take time to nurture yourself and work on your inner peace. I feel there's been a lot of turmoil around you, Cancer. Been a rough couple of years for a lot of you. And now take this time to be in solitude and work on your emotional healing. Maggie mentioned before, Archangel Raphael is a healing archangel. He's around us. Just start visualizing an emerald green. He's around you. Ask for his help for the emotional healing too. I think Raphael's another good angel for emotional healing, but we know Raphael handles all the healing aspects in the angelic realm. Also, this is a wonderful time to strengthen family bonds and home life. You've been, very busy time, for most of us, school is out. This is a great time to spend more time with your children, your loved ones. Even if you don't have a strong family bonds, you can, extended family, neighbors, people you consider your family. This is a wonderful time right now to manifest this. Perhaps also those of you looking for love, you're going to manifest somebody who has a wonderful family that you'll be part of. And those of you that may be divorced and have children, I see you're going to meet somebody too, Cancer, that you're going to merge two families together. I just keep seeing family, Cancer, all around you. Another aspect, Cancer, is increase your intuition and psychic abilities. This is the time to really hone in on those intuitive nudges. When you're getting the signs from your angels like 1111, 111, 444, these are just not random numbers. They are called angel numbers. This is the fastest way that they're able to communicate with you. For instance, 1111 or 111 means watch your thoughts, because your angels are guiding you to only think about things you want to manifest, and they are helping you manifest. Like 222 means have faith, don't give up, believe. We can go on and on. But every single number has a meaning. And if you keep seeing it, that means whether you're driving, you see a license plate that has 444, it means thousands of angels surround you now. Yeah, in this camera, you can see my 11. You can't see the 11. And oh yeah, you can see on my YouTube, I have an 11. Sorry, guys, you can't. I'll show you real quick. Oh, there's my 11 right there. You see it? Anyway, so now as far as Cancer, some challenges that you can overcome. Being overly sensitive to criticism. Now, I know Cancer, you guys are my mushy gushy traditionally. Really, somebody who really taps into their emotion. And that's what makes most of the Cancer so special. A lot of Cancers I know are usually nurses in the medical field. Good for you, because you guys are the earth. Well, you're not an earth sign, but you are the angels that are here in earth helping so many of us. So this is a time you may be feeling extra sensitive. All the universe and angels are saying, just be aware of your reaction to being, to overly to criticism. Maybe somebody can help you. And instead of immediately being like, are you picking on me? You just take a moment and say, maybe they were right. Maybe I could improve that. And this could be a positive thing to really embrace. Another challenge, Cancer, you may find right now is the difficulty of letting go to past hurts. Cancer, it's time to let go. Let go of all the past pain. Let go of everybody in your past, from going from childhood to right now. And instead, if you can turn that energy from being hurt, really with a lot of pain, and turn it into positivity of saying, wow, I wouldn't be who I am here today if I didn't have these past lessons. And if you could then embrace these people who hurt you in the past and say, wow, thank you, teacher. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have known what I liked and I didn't like. And now this is what helped you build who you are today. And the third challenge you may come across right now this month is mood swings affecting relationships, because you're so psychic right now, so empathic. You're picking up on the neighbor's energy, your friend's energy, the kid's energy, maybe the doggy's energy, joking aside. But you are this big light that's absorbing so many people's energy. Just be aware of that. So what energy is, when you're kind of tapping into all these different energies, they can affect your moods. But you know what you need to do is check in with yourself to say, is this really my energy or something I'm picking up on somebody else? So it's super important to cleanse your own energy. If you have some sage, you can buy it on Amazon, Whole Foods, you name it. Burn it around you, burn it around your house. What's funny is I find when energy is stagnant, I find I physically clean my house. I swear to you. But then I realize too that it's because energetically my home needs to be cleansed too. But it's really super important. If you didn't get to watch the beginning of the meditation with the white light around you, if you constantly, every morning, if anything I can share with you, and this is not just for Cancers, is to just visualize this beautiful angelic light protecting you in the mornings and at night. That'll help with these mood swings. It will. I'm going to now turn it over to Maggie to see what she has in store with manifesting today with Cancer.
I'm getting two things. I'm getting that on your journey, Cancer, you've been hurt a lot. And the higher perspective for some of you is that you didn't ask for that hurt, but your soul asked for the growth. Okay. And you are not the same person that you were before that. It didn't defeat you. It made you better. It doesn't mean you liked it. Okay. It doesn't mean you liked it. Doesn't mean it felt good. It didn't. Okay. We know that for sure, but it helped you grow. And I'm being guided to remind you, when you're asking for major miracles, major manifestations, heaven's only going to bring those in. The universe is only going to bring those into you when you're ready. Otherwise, you could fumble the blessing, right? Like they're not going to give you, let's say, $100,000 when you're not ready to manage it, where it would seep through your fingers. That's how they're saying it. Like they're not going to do that. They're going to give it to you when you're ready, when you've grown enough to receive it. So, higher perspective, if a lot of you are trying to manifest some major things and things have felt uncomfortable, hurtful, you're getting prepared for that blessing. Okay. You had to grow a little bit to receive it. And sometimes that doesn't feel nice, but that manifestation that miracle is going to feel great. Okay. It's coming. And the second thing I'm hearing for any Cancers that have been trying to manifest money, I'm hearing that it's coming, but it's so interesting to me. You might see no signs of it. You might see absolutely no signs of your money manifestation coming in. You might have been waiting a long time, even longer than you expected. You might have shown great patience, great faith. But Florence Scovel-Shinn is coming out, one of my favorite authors. And she's reminding me of her affirmation. My faith is elastic. I stretch it to the end of my demonstration. So Cancer, any of you that need help, Go to your affirmations. The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn's really cool. And my word is my wand to help you, because the money is coming. You're going to have to keep showing your fearless faith.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you, Maggie. And if any of you on my TikTok and Instagram are like, what is, and they're saying so true, Maggie, if you don't want to know what she looks like, come join me on my YouTube page, Deirdre Abrami. You can see her. Sorry. Okay. So now we're moving on to Leo. Any Leos out there? Let me know in the comments section if we have any Leos watching. Okay, so Leos, some things that you can really ride the wave in right now, because you are a powerful manifestor, personal growth and self-expression. This is a time where you can, oops, sorry, hold on one second. I went over on TikTok, so okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. So again, Leo. So this is a perfect time for personal growth and self-expression. So you've been nagged to go on that retreat, you know, and really get to disclose who you are. I've been having a lot of people transforming right now. You know, they're tired of the old and looking for the new. Well, this is the time right now to work on that. Take the wave in of change. Whoever the old one of your version of yourself, leave that in the past. Now it's time for new. Another area of manifestation that you can focus in is opportunities to be recognized and great success, Leo. Woo, I want to be a Leo. Leo, this is the time right now to ride that wave in financially. Love, you're looking for romance, you're going to have lots of success around you. I do feel for most Leos, it's going to be more financial success. If you're looking, excuse me, for that promotion, this is the time. Go for it. Ask for the promotion. This is the time, again, because abundance in this area is all around you, Leo. Also, for those of you that are looking for a change, how to boost your social media, this is the time. Boosting creative endeavors and talents. Trying to write that book and you've had writer's cramp, this is the time. Taking that creative wave. You're looking to maybe redo your house. This is the time to do it. Leo, because I feel like any creative projects, this is the time. No more, you know, you need to decorate or do a renovation. Do it now, because right now, creativity, I can't think tonight, is all around you. So take this wave in. Now, Leos, for any possible challenges this month, is this, but again, you can overcome them. That's why they were giving you little tips of some challenges that may come in for you. First of all, don't shoot the messenger. Ego conflicts and power struggles may be around you this month, Leo, or unless you're dealing with an ego, with a Leo with a big ego. That rhymes, right? But you know, Leos get very strong. We're also in the 8-8 Leo, you know, Lionsgate right now. But sometimes, you know, we love the way you can be very powerful. But sometimes, you know, you got to put your ego in check so then you can avoid some conflicts and power struggles. You know, just something that's in the air. So sometimes it's better off to just say, you know what, you're right. Or just walk away. You know, it's again, don't sweat the small stuff. Okay, so just put your ego in check this month. That's a challenge that may come up at work, love, what have you. Another challenge this month right now is a need for constant validation. The only validation you need is from yourself. That's where it starts. Stop looking at validation from a partner, a friend, a parent, a child, the neighbor, the colleague. Start validating yourself. That's it. Start there, because I know that I meet with so many, mostly singles or people that are having troubles with love in my private readings. And I just worked with a woman who kept looking for these short-term dates and she took their word based on validating her. So of course these dates didn't last. Instead, now she's working on validating herself. So I can't wait to see what success that holds for her. Suggest the same thing for you Leos, and you don't have to be a Leo to take that advice. And one last thing, Be cautious this month, Leo, for the risk of burnout from overdoing with work, overdoing for others, overdoing, constantly feeling like you have to go, go, go. Take some time out in the next couple of weeks that if you feel tired, chill. Maybe take a nap if you're able to. Maybe just even be mindful. Listen, do some breath work, take a yoga class. Take a little time out because you are in the risk of having being burned out. Okay, Leo? So just giving you a cautionary there. Or if you're not a Leo and this sounds familiar, let us know in the comments section. And Leo, for any of you not in a relationship, they said, be patient, it's coming. I feel December of 2024 is going to be your month to meet somebody very, very special. Keep it up. Keep working on yourself. Don't overextend yourself. Keep on working on you, and you're going to meet your person this December. Okay, we're going to now hear from Maggie. What does Maggie have to say to the Leos?
Leo, I feel you have a lot of personal power right now. And I think the challenge is you're very fiery, and I just see you focusing on so many different things. It's almost like, for me, it would be if my mind's racing through lots of different topics. And I'm hearing that it might be helpful for you, Leo, to get, let's say, reprioritized or prioritize, let's say 3 to 4 things this month that you really want to push forward, that you're going to put all your action, energy, and effort into, because it's almost like if you have 10 or 15 things, you're going to get spread way too thin. And Deirdre mentioned like that burnout, getting worn out. But I see if you focus on 3 to 4, you making those things happen.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna and thank you, Maggie. So now we're gonna move on to Virgo. Any Virgos out there? And if we passed your zodiac sign, no worries. We're gonna have a replay. So it'll be replayed on Instagram, which is deirdreabrami.psychic. It will be replayed at Deirdre Abrami on my YouTube and Facebook. Unfortunately, TikTok, we don't have that feature. Okay, so we're going to focus on Virgo. So Virgo, what's in the air for you to manifest right now is improved health and wellness. They said this is the time, this month right now, use the 8A energies, the manifestation energies. You've been waiting to be on that diet, lose some weight. This is the time, Virgo, to finally get your health in check. Do it. Don't wait. I hear a lot of you need to start doing yoga for the mind, the body, and spirit. But right now, start that diet detox, because you will finally succeed. If you've tried the diet and never seems to work out, the follow through, you're not feeling well. Well, guess what? Your health is getting ready to change, Virgo. So good for you. Next thing too is clarity. Clarity with your work and daily responsibilities. Get really clear with what you're trying to accomplish, Virgo, and then stick to that. I feel make a plan. What I like to do is, if you heard me before, is because I sometimes can get all over the place and not be grounded, even though I walk almost every morning, but I love lists. And I like to check them off, and keeps me on task. And I also use my Outlook to keep me on task. And it also sends me reminders to keep me on task. That's what I suggest you do, Virgo. You will then be able to follow through and be able to accomplish all what you want to accomplish right now. Lastly, in your manifesting, Virgo, right now is utilize your enhancing your problem solving skills. I feel right now, Virgo, anybody has a problem, you're going to be able to come up with resolutions really quickly. So, hey, any Virgos out there, we could use you. You're going to be like the person, the go-to person with any problems, or if things have been challenging for you, even through this retrograde right now, you're going to have resolutions. I see it coming to you very easily. So in the past, maybe you had some situations, financial situations, problem in your marriage, your relationships, your kids, your elders. Well, guess what? You're going to intuitively and mentally and spiritually be able to fix all those issues this month. Okay. Now, as far as possible challenges, Virgo, this month is cautionary of perfectionism causing you stress. Virgo, we know you like a tidy house. I know a lot of Virgos. Anytime I go to a Virgo's house, you open up a drawer and their drawer is like this. You know who I'm talking about. Let me know in the comment section. You know you're that person. Yes, Virgo, your house is very tidy. Guess what? Is it worth making yourself sick over and stressed over? No. Why don't you? I'll come to your house and I'll mess up your drawer. Just kidding. But time to let that shit go. Excuse me. I know in some of these platforms, but time to let go of perfectionism with yourself, it causes too much stress. Okay. Virgo, you're in your head. You're overanalyzing situations. Let that shit go. I think right now, this month for you, Virgo, in all areas of your life is just let go. It's time to just let go. I just feel you're getting all this unnecessary stress on you of overthinking. If you're a parent, you're over like parenting. If you have staff, you're overly suffocating them, or family, or what have you. And last challenge, I feel that challenges you may have this month is difficulty relaxing and taking breaks. No. Because you're so tied up and caught up with all of the perfectionism, you're not allowing yourself. That's why you might make yourself sick. So is it really worth it? Time to just let that stuff go. Good ways to let it go. Be more mindful, play some relaxing music, go outdoors, go for a walk. That's the best way to start just letting stuff go. And start to listen to your mind, body, and soul. And if you feel tired, take a rest. Actually, the best way to get rid of stress and you get out of your head is go take a nap. Yep. Go to sleep. Yep. You'll feel much more refreshed. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to turn it over to Maggie in reference to Virgo. What does Virgo need to know now, Maggie?
Virgo, for your manifesting journey, I am being guided to remind you that you can manifest freedom. You can manifest financial freedom. You can manifest freedom from a 9-to-5 or a job that you have to show up at. Deirdre and I both had corporate careers, and now we're, both self-employed. So we found our freedom. We manifested that. And I'm just being guided to remind all of you if your soul's longing for freedom, or you wish you had more control of your day, or you're overwhelmed by what you have to go do, you can work on manifesting freedom. You can focus on that.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we are moving on to Libra. Any Libras out there? You're wanting to know what you should focus on manifesting right now this month? Well, Libras, I feel if you're looking for love, which we know our Libras love to be in partnerships, this is the month and time to do it and focus on harmonious relationships and partnerships, because I just keep seeing psychically Cupid with the bow and arrow all around you. So if you're fully single or not, you want to get out of a relationship, get out there, because I feel you're going to be hit by the Cupid bow and arrow of love. I am seeing it. Use this energy, Libra. Or if you know a Libra, it's time to hook up with them, because I just hear it's your time to finally get in a relationship. You have a better chance right now of getting a relationship in the next couple of weeks than ever for the whole year, I feel. Also, if you're in a creative field, or if you've been nagged to get into like any creative hobbies, this is the time to do it now. I feel this is what's going to make you super inspired. If you're an artist, or again, if you just do painting just for therapy, or create a house, maybe you're a decorator, do content, write a book, anything in a creative field, this is where you're going to have great success, whether it's financial success with your new creative endeavor, or maybe just bring you better health, mind, and spirit. Okay. And thirdly, this is the time to really work on balancing your personal life with your business life. Yes, because that's why I just keep seeing hustle and bustle from those Libras. You know, I feel like you're constantly going. I see the marathon runner. Never getting to the end there, Libra. But this is the perfect time to really balance your personal with your business life. Okay. Because by doing that, you're going to be so much happier. You're going to be healthier, and everybody around you, you're going to be a magnet for all. I'm telling you, I keep getting psychically, you singles out there, you're not going to be single for much longer. Let me just say. Now, Libras, for any possible challenges this month is, we know Libras, the biggest challenge you guys usually have is being indecisive. We know that. It's okay. You get in your head. You're an air sign, Libra. So start working on that. Make a decision. It's time, because it's just going to make you, it's just going to delay things, whether it's more abundance, that love. I'm guided to share a quick story. So I worked with this lady a couple of years back, and she kept calling me every month for a reading about her person. And funny enough, her spirit guides said, we're not telling you when you're going to meet him. And she's like, why? And the spirit guide says, so if we tell you 3:00 to go to the beach today, you're not going to show up. And she laughed and she said, you're probably right. Because I would then talk about, oh, my hair's not good enough. I gained too much weight or whatever. And you would screw it up. True story. So stop being indecisive. It's because it's actually psychically, I'm hearing, it's kind of tied in with your self-esteem. Make a decision. You could always change it, but it's delaying your progress. The next challenge, Libra, for you this month may be avoiding confrontation. Big no, Libra. I know a lot of Libras I read psychically, and I get that you're afraid to tell your partner something because you want to keep the peace, but that festers. That's not good. So it's not that you want to be in a fight with somebody, but just it's better to say how you feel in a very loving manner than stew it up and then have an explosion. And then that's what causes big conflict. Okay. So start today. Any of you suffering from sore throats, coughing, that's probably because that's your throat chakra. That's telling you need to tell somebody something. Stop holding it back, whether it's love, business, a neighbor, a sister. I don't know why I heard that. Family members, you name it. It's time to speak up, Libra. Lastly, over relying on validation. Again, who was I reading about validation before? But you need to stop looking outside of yourself for validation. Only person you need to validate is yourself. Stop worrying about what other people think of you, the way you look, how much money you make, the way, it's time to stop that. You are here for yourself. It's time for you. Nobody makes even twins. There's only one of you. Okay. God made you perfect just the way you are. Stop looking for others to validate you. Okay. It's done. Finito. It's done, Libra. Okay. I'm going to leave you there. Just one last thing. You're looking for love? Get out there now. Don't wait. I don't know. I feel today, oh my God, they said Friday you're going to meet somebody. That's tomorrow. Get out there tomorrow night and then let us know. All right, I'm going to turn this over to Maggie for Libras.
Libra, I think that you've been manifesting balance in your life along with the other miracles that you've been wishing or praying for. I think that balance is going to start creeping into your life in a beautiful way. So some examples that they're giving me are, if you've been feeling like you're working really hard in your career and you haven't seen it quite pay off in a way that feels fair, I feel you're going to see that here in this next chapter. Also, I feel love is coming in a way that it's going to feel like a balanced relationship. Even for some of you, it might be your first real, like truly balanced, where it feels truly healthy and fun loving and happy. It feels like a balanced relationship in a way that you might not have experienced yet. And I wish I could transfer the feeling I feel to you all. I know some of you are empaths, so maybe you can feel it, but it's a beautiful feeling because you feel at peace. when you meet this person?
You'll know it's your person. So often I hear from not only my clients, but if they give you anxiety when you're with them, that's not your person. It's not your person. It's when you feel just a peace and tranquil and this beautiful unconditional love, that's your person. And Libra, it's coming now. Well, thank you, Maggie. All right, we're moving along to Scorpio. Any Scorpios out there? Let us know in the comments section. So, what is some things that you can manifest? Take advantage of the 8/8 portal right now. Scorpios, water signs, is deep emotional transformation. As much as Scorpios are really watery and a water sign, which traditionally means a lot more emotions, a lot of Scorpios out there have a difficulty with trust. And a lot of times you Scorpios kind of hold back because you're so scared to let your guard down and just be loved. So something you can really work on right now that could really be an amazing transformational time for you is to really embrace this deep connection to yourself. And instead of pushing those emotions away, to embrace them, because that's really who you are at your heart, to your root. Scorpio, and stop pushing those emotions away. Embrace them instead. Another area to manifest is increased personal power and influence. Yes. So if you're trying to get ahead in a job, content creator, run for mayor, what have you, well, let me tell you, Scorpio, you're in the flow to win it. Okay. I'm telling you right now. And if you're trying to get, let's say, more views on a post, Scorpio, on content, well, you're going to get them. This is the time to do it right now. So ride that wave, Scorpio. And another thing is successful long-term investments. Hey, we're not financial planners. Got to put a little, legal disclaimer there. However, if you're getting nudged to invest money, invest in real estate, hire a financial planner, do it. This is your time of really riding that wave in, Scorpio, to really see your investments finally flourish. This is a time, because I feel like you've had a lot of obstacles in the past, but right now, whatever's in astrologically, whatever's in the air, take that ride wave in, because you're going to be really successful with these investments. Now, some things to possible challenges, Scorpio, in this next couple of weeks, maybe looking at intense emotional leading to conflict. So a lot of Scorpios, again, you guys there just seems to be a lot of things in the air for you right now. So you may be triggered with a lot of other people. So just keep that in mind, Scorpio, that, there's going to be a lot of intense emotions. Also, be careful of obsessing or over controlling people. Okay. I know it's just because I really feel this month, Scorpio, is a good time to really dig a little deeper on some healing. So this is the time to do so. And also, I know I said this in the beginning, Scorpio, you have difficulty trusting others. Push through that. Kind of suggesting suggesting, Scorpio, to work on what is holding you back from trusting. I encourage you to go back to your childhood, see where it started, work on that piece, start trusting yourself first, and then move forward with trusting others. You just right now have an opportunity with these challenges to overcome so much. So I'm now going to turn it over to Maggie for Scorpio.
So Scorpio, I think one of your challenges coming up, I'm hearing be careful with your words. Okay. So, if you feel like someone's really trying your patience or pushing your buttons, just remember to keep your peace, stay cool, calm, and collected. It's something about just be very careful with those words because they can cut. Okay. And just be mindful of that. The positive that I see for Scorpio, really for the rest of the year, it feels incredibly successful. It feels like you've been manifesting success. It feels like it's coming your way. It's something though about being so guarded with your trust, that flows over not just to people, but to things that you're doing. So for instance, investments, where you put your money. But I do feel you've been manifesting success. And the only way to see that with your investments would be to go for it. So, if you've been feeling, the hunch, the idea, or it's nagging at you, I really, really need to put this money in XYZ. But maybe you're having a hard time trusting yourself or trusting the process. They're saying, just have faith, make smart decisions. You're very smart. You've been thinking about it a long time. And they're saying you're absolutely manifesting success, but in this case, it might take some inspired action. So trust yourself.
Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Maggie. We're now going to move on to Sagittarius. Any Sagittarius out there? Well, Sagittarius, might as well take advantage of these wonderful manifesting energies around you right now, specifically opportunities for travel and exploration. Are you getting the travel bug? Are you wanting to book some trips, go on some retreats, maybe even head up a retreat? Well, do it now, plan it now, because you're going to, even if you don't have the money, guess what? Money's going to appear if it's the right thing for you to do. Keep on. I'll tell you a funny, quick story. So years ago, I was just dabbling in this psychic thing, and there was a teacher in California teaching how to talk to angels. And I was like, do I go? And so I said, all right, if you want me to go, angels, you got to show me the money. Well, the course, this is like 15 years ago, was $1,500 to go. And my husband at the time he was opening up the mail, and I said, I really want to go to this course, and it's $1,500. And he's like, wow, that's kind of a lot. And all of a sudden he was opening up envelopes, and he's in sales and different amount of money, not like on a regular amount. And I said, there's $1,500 in that envelope. And he's like, what? Okay. He opens it up. The check was written out for exactly $1,500. Then he's like, well, what about the airfare? The next day I got a postcard back in the day for American Airlines. Oh, you have a free domestic flight. Then the hotel where the event was at a 5-star hotel on the ocean in California. You can't imagine how much that was a night. So my mom called, and she's like, I said, Mom, I predicted the exact amount of money in an envelope. And I was a newbie at this, okay? I was so excited. She goes, what are you talking about? I said, about this retreat I want to go on. She's like, oh, I'll pay for the hotel. I don't need to take the retreat, but I'll pay for the hotel, and, we'll both fly out together. So anyway, when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I had no idea the day before. So anyway, I booked, and here I am. So that's how simple it works. When you believe and you push through, Saggy, this is the time to book it. Also, this is a great time for you for education. You're going to be time to grow and have more knowledge. So if you're getting that, go back to school, take a certificate, sign up for an online course, hire a mentor, do it, Saggy, because you're really going to jump, whether it's your business, your income, you name it, because use these magical times right now, manifesting power, because whatever's around you, if you're nagged to take the class, do it. Also, Saggy, which usually you guys don't suffer from, but they're just suggesting, really, it's time to really up your game with being more positive and optimistic. Just believe, like me with going to this class in California years ago. I just knew it was meant to be. And before you knew it, I got gifts all over the place. So same thing with you, Saggy. Half the battle is you believe, then you achieve. Now, Saggy, of course, we always have a balancing out of light and dark. So some possible challenges that you can overcome is resistance and impatience. No, not Saggy. I'm just teasing you guys. Saggies, I know you guys are usually the go-getters. You go in a room, you're like, hey, but sometimes your patience, not so good. So this month, right now, work on patience, because you don't want to jump into something, whether it's a relationship or a business dealing, that you regret. So take things slow, okay? Number 2, a tendency to take risks without planning. Yeah, Saggy, I know you guys that's something again, the impatience. Take some time, maybe do a business plan Really analyze if it's a business, really analyze the numbers, do some research, hire a mentor, a coach. Don't just jump into it and be like, oh, shoot. Thirdly, thing to just be on the lookout for, Saggies, is overcommitting to too many activities. That is so typical Saggy. You guys always like to have your hands in everything all the time. So again, you guys can overcome it. Just slow things back and put up your boundaries, realizing you can't be great for everybody all the time at the same time. You can't. Something's going to suffer. So really say, okay, what works for me right now, and let the rest go, or you do it in the future. Stop overcommitting. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to hand it over to Maggie. So Maggie, tell us about Saggies.
Sagittarius, this is an interesting one. I'm hearing new experiences through travel, and I know Deirdre talked about travel a lot, but I'm being guided to give this little tidbit. Your angels are telling me, Sagittarius, you're the one to plan the trip, and they're showing me an old school yearbook. And you know how you can nominate people most likely to be, XYZ? It's like they're showing me the yearbook page and it says most likely to plan the trip, Sagittarius. So it's like if you have a big family or a lot of friends that you've been daydreaming, you want everybody to go on vacation together, I feel the way it's going to happen is you planning it, Sagittarius. And I'm seeing, you can absolutely use all the modern methods, but I'm hearing for groups of 10 or more, I'm being guided to say one of my experiences, one of my ex-partners, we did a whole family trip for a birthday through a travel agent. And that was something I had really, I kind of thought that was more old school, but what they allowed us to do was each person could sign up. And then they allowed you to, for some folks, pay as you go, use credit programs. So it made it really nice for all types of people to be able to pay for the trip over time. If you want to just pay it in one full swoop, you could. But for the younger folks, they could set up payment plans. And when I tell you, it was about 20 of us that all made it to an all-inclusive resort in Jamaica. And we had all the rooms were in a line. So we had a whole wing of the resort was our family. And it was really cool. So Sagittarius, I'm seeing that for you. It's like you're the one that's supposed to plan it. I don't know if it'll happen any other way. And it's like you can really pull it together where you have a big crew that ends up, even if it's not an international trip, it's like I really see you making it fun for everybody and creating experiences that I'm hearing are one for the record books.
Love it. Love it. Woohoo. We're planning a cruise. Let's do a spiritual cruise, Saggy. Can you guys get it together? You can be the planners. All right. So now we're moving on to Capricorn. Any earth signs out there, Capricorn? All right. So Capricorn, what's magical for you right this month, right now, is career advancement and achievements. So if you are wanting to have or start that side hustle, don't wait till tomorrow. Do it right now. If you're in a corporate job and you're like, when am I going to get a raise? It's going to happen now. Push through. Ask for that raise. Update your resume. If you're looking for a job, do it now, because whatever's in the air for you right now, Capricorn, I'm telling you, if you got a lot of declines, no job offers, no increases, well, guess what? Your fortune is finally changing. Your money is going to finally increase. Even though we're in a retrograde, it might be a little slow start, but you're going to start finally seeing some momentum. Maybe you're working on as a content creator and it's been a struggle. Well, now you're finally going to overcome this block. Okay. Next is strengthening your discipline and focus. Kind of feeling like you've been all over the place. Well, this month you're finally going to be focusing on one thing at a time, and everything's going to finally come in to play for you. So it's wonderful. So maybe you're a little, suffering from being here and there and all over the place. I know how that feels. All of a sudden, everything's going to fall right into place very easily for you. It's not going to be difficult for you to focus anymore. And the third thing is long-term financial stability. You're finally going to really hone in on that. You're going to have great success with financial ability. Also, for those looking for love, Capricorn, guess what's in the air? Although I feel Capricorn right now, everything's about money with you in a good way. But if you have a little time to find some love, I feel this is the time. I'm hearing mostly for you, somebody meeting somebody new. I feel you have a lot of potential to find the long-term person finally. If you do the work, that was me talking, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, so every sign has challenges, but you can overcome them. So we're giving you a little heads up. First of all, Capricorn, some things to focus on, to be careful of this month is overworking, which can lead to burnout. We know that you guys are the worker bees. You're always doing, you never relax. Be careful this month. You might get sick or something worse. Okay, so just really check in with yourself to make sure there's a good balance between play time and work time. You can't just constantly work. It's going to lead to burnout. It's not going to bring you more money or success. It's going to lead to being sick, stressed out, and overworked. Okay. Number 2, resistant to seeking help or delegating tasks. That kind of goes hand in hand with your overworking. Time to tell others to, hey, take this lead. Or, hey, if you have staff or you work with others or you have children, chores, a partner. Hey, you take out the trash, I'll do the dishes. Time to delegate, okay? Stop taking everything on for yourself, Capricorn. Even those that don't trust others with their work, it's time to allow others to help. And if you need help, time to speak up. Time to speak up. They can't read your mind, even us psychics, okay? Third thing as a possible challenge this month is difficulty balancing work and personal life. You guys are just right now, I feel like because your finances are finally getting where you want them, you're like so afraid to stop working that you're going to work yourself right into the ground. So again, it's just a balancing act. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there. We're going to turn it over to Maggie. What do you have for Capricorn?
Capricorn, if you've been feeling like you've been climbing this great mountain to get to success, it's like I see you being in the middle part for a really long time, but by the end of the year, it's like they show me you at the top of the mountain. So it's like you're almost there, even if it doesn't feel like it, towards your goal. And Capricorn, you're very good at staying laser focused on your goals. And I see you absolutely are making it up the mountain this year, even if it feels like it's been strenuous. Oh my gosh, I had to show so much grit this year to get through it. That's okay. You're going to get to where you want to be. But I am being guided to say, sprinkle more fun in there. Sprinkle more love in there. I'm hearing to go dabble in love, meaning like they're saying, get out of the house. Try to meet people. Even if you're just meeting friends out, to go to a concert, to go out to eat, whatever it may be. It's like, get yourself out of that workhorse mindset because you're in that all day, every day. Sprinkle in a little bit of fun. And I actually see it helping you with your career and your success. Number 1, it recharges you. Like Deirdre said, you're not going to hit that burnout the same way when even if it's just one night a month that you're going to have fun, it breaks it up. Okay. And also I do feel some of you, your soul's longing for more love, but you're focused on more money, more success. I'm a Capricorn. I do that too. So it's like, just remind yourself to get more love where you can. And that can be, finding a significant other, but that can be family, friends, pets, whatever more love is to you, however that feels. But just make sure that you're giving that some priority this year too.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Maggie. 2 more signs, guys. And don't worry, we're going to have a replay if you missed your sign. So we're on to Aquarius. Any Aquariuses out there besides myself? I'm an Aqua, although my rising's Capricorn. So thank you, Maggie. Okay. So Aquarius, what you can look forward to this month that you can quickly manifest is your innovative ideas and breakthroughs. Finally, you've been feeling like you're going up the mountain and you feel like you just keep sliding back. You go up the mountain and you slide back. Well, guess what? Take the 8-8 portal right now, the manifestation power behind you right now. And now you're going to finally use that energy because now you're finally going to have the breakthroughs you've been looking for. So no more obstacles, no more feel like you keep facing all these brick walls. They're finally going to open, like the sea I'm seeing. Also, it's time for you to get out more, Aqua. You're kind of like the cabbies. You're in too much. You're always working. So now it's time to kind of expand your social circles and community involvement. You've been nagged to go volunteer. Go do it. You're going to meet a new friend. Hey, if you're single, go volunteer. That's a great place to meet somebody more than Tinder, right? Go out there, go meet new people. This is the time to do it. You're going to meet lots of new friends. Also, I'm hearing psychically, you know what happens is when you start to work on yourself and you have this transformation, your energy is raised. But what happens is friends that are not working on themselves, they're going to stay down here and those relationships are going to fall out. But the good news is by you raising your vibe and you getting out there in new social circles, you're going to meet new friends that are going to be just like you. Thirdly, increase your humanitarian efforts and impact. Aquas are the humanitarian of all the zodiacs. It's time. You're getting nagged to start a foundation. You're getting nagged to start that charity. You're getting nagged to help out at the local food bank. Do it. This is the time to do it, Aquas. You are needed more than ever. Stop holding yourself back and worrying about judgment. Time to do it. And especially if you want to start one, this is the time to do it. Astrologically, psychically, it is perfect timing for you. Now, of course, every sign has its challenges. So just some challenges to look out for this month that can be corrected is being detached from your emotions. That is super Aqua, okay? Including myself. When we sometimes don't know how to express ourselves is we can sometimes, or we feel overwhelmed, instead of communicating those issues, we sometimes retract and then detach from the emotions. Instead, why don't you try this month embracing those emotions, really kind of sitting with those emotions instead of going back the other way. Try it, Aqua. Also, Aquas are also like Leos. They can be stubborn and Taurus. You know why? Because they're all, and Scorpio, because they're all fixed signs. So stubbornness and stubbornness could be something that could be holding you back, Aqua, as much as you're an open sign and you're open to all sorts of people. But sometimes that fixed part of you can keep you a little stubborn. So when you find yourself being a little rigid and stubborn, let go of the harness, right? And see all the magic happen because you're in this magic. And if you're finding that you keep coming up against a brick wall, let go of the harness and you're going to see how everything's going to fall right into place. Lastly, difficulty committing to long-term plans. Yep, Aqua, you are so those of you are going to have all these lovers I'm hearing. Woo, it's going to be a big month for you, Aqua. I feel a lot of people are going to try to get you to commit to them, and you're like, that's what I see. Guy and girl in between. I see you like, I don't want to commit. Why not? You don't have to commit to everybody. But it's time to really look at why you don't want to commit, okay? Whether it's a new project, whether it's love, whether it's a commitment to your friends, whatever it is, time to look inside of why you don't want, are you being avoided or is it feeling overwhelmed? All right, so time to embrace that and overcome those challenges this month because 8-8 Portal now finally can help you clear up those long-term challenges you have that you're kind of scared to commit. All right, so I am going to turn this over to Maggie. Maggie, what do you have for our Aquas?
I just have to add that I keep hearing stay optimistic in love. Keep your thoughts optimistic about love. So I feel some of you have been hurt so deeply. And it's like, I see you wanting love, but it's like kind of feeling a little logical about it. Like, well, I don't know. Could that happen? Because it went so bad this way. But it's like, stay optimistic because they're saying it like this. You could meet someone very dreamy this year. So it's like they're kind of teasing you, Aqua. It's like Aquarius, you could have the love of your life coming in. But just stay optimistic about it. Because otherwise, what they're showing me, if you let that hurt, let's say, keep you from staying optimistic, you might stay in your house. You might not go out with your friends. You might not go out to meet new people because you're not even thinking that it can become a thing. But it's like, if you stay optimistic and you're expecting true love, you won't miss, your opportunity, let's say.
Love it, love it, love it. Yes, absolutely. I always laugh and say, actually, I'm laughing because I had many clients, I said, hey, if you want to meet somebody new, you're not going to meet them sitting on the couch and staying in. Except I had one client a couple of months ago that said she did end up meeting her UPS driver. The problem is they broke up and that she didn't get her packages anymore. True story. Gotta put some humor in this. All right, we're on our last sign. Thank you so much, because it is 9:44 Eastern Standard Time. So we know it's been a long night, but we really appreciate all of you. And if you weren't able to stay, don't worry. This is going to be replayed on my YouTube, Deirdre Abrami, and also replayed on Instagram, deirdreabrami.psychic. So Pisces, any Pisces out there? All right, some Pisces, some things that you can really take advantage of. This beautiful 8/8 manifesting power is your heightened creativity and artistic talents. Are you thinking of taking up some painting or creative writing? I keep hearing books. Do you want to write a book, Pisces? I keep hearing this is the time to start that book finally. Get it off the shelf and start writing, because I just see so much creative energy around you or new projects. Take advantage of all this creative energy around you, Pisces. I also feel if you've been nagged to start tapping into your intuitive psychic abilities, Pisces, this is the time to do it. Your angels and spirit guides are sending you the message 1111, 444, or whatever number you're seeing. Nothing is coincidence, especially watching Maggie and I here tonight, because your angels and guides are like, come on, Pisces, it's time. You're very intuitive. Tap into it. You don't have to be a psychic by trade if you don't want to. However, whatever you do for work, it's only going to enhance it, right? And when you read for yourself, you can access this information 24/7 and it's free, right? So anyway, all right. So the next thing is healing and compassionate relationships. Okay. So Pisces, take advantage of right now. You have a lot of healing energy present. It goes hand in hand with the tapping into your psychic abilities. Time to heal that old pain in your heart. If you're physical ailments, time to heal the physical ailments. Also, it's time to be more compassionate with yourself, Pisces. You are a water sign. Tap into that beautiful healing energy. And also in regards to love, singles ready to mingle, I hear summer for you, which is right now American U.S. summer. I feel you're going to meet somebody between now and the next holiday. Hello. You're going to not be single much longer. So be open. Get out there. Like Maggie said, get out there. Unless you want to meet the UPS driver, nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Okay. Lastly, some challenges that may come up the next couple of weeks for you, Pisces, that you can overcome is escapism and avoidance of reality. So when things come up that you don't want to deal with, instead of maybe having that glass of wine or overlooking on social media or whatever escapism that instead of dealing with the issue at hand, it's time to put that glass of wine down or whatever your way of avoiding the issue and deal with it. You will feel so much more productive. You will feel so much more healed and more present if you finally just get rid of whatever the escapism that you choose, Pisces. And now, because you're such an empath, you're such a healer, but just be cautious of kind of putting boundaries around yourself. Not boundaries, but you're kind of putting a wall around yourself. Okay. So in time, take those walls down and really embrace your emotions and just go straight for it. Look at that elephant in the room right in the eye. How do I say this? I suggest you go look at that elephant in the eye so you can finally work through your stuff. You'll be so much lighter. I'm telling you right now. Another thing is to overcome by others' emotions. I'm sorry. You are so empathic, Pisces, okay, that you may feel people, you're the empath. So let's say you're innocently on the grocery store line and all of a sudden you feel kind of teary-eyed and you're like, what's going on? Nothing's wrong. Well, guess what? Because you're so intuitive right now, you're going to pick up on all sorts of people. So if you don't want to feel all that constantly, put that protective white light around you to protect your mind, your body, and soul. Ask Archangel Michael to just engulf you in this beautiful healing light, Pisces, okay? Because otherwise you're going to be this big sponge out there picking up on everybody's emotions, which not always you want to do that, right? So it's better to be mummified and beautiful, angelic light. And there's a time and a place to really have an open heart. And sometimes a time and a place where you're like, okay, I need a break. I don't need to feel everybody's emotions right now. So that's just something to be, just to realize, like, let's say you pick up the phone and you hang up with a friend and now you're feeling kind of like, I feel off. It's probably not you. It's somebody else. Okay. Lastly, lack of clear boundaries. Yes, Pisces, you're the water sign, the healer, the one that wants to help everybody. It's time to finally put your foot down. So that's your biggest challenge you're going to be seeing the next couple of weeks, is clear boundaries. It's time to set them. It's good for the person you're dealing with, and definitely good for your mind, your body, and your soul. I'm going to turn this over to Maggie now for Pisces.
Pisces, I just keep hearing, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself at this time, especially with your creative projects. It's like, try not to seek external validation from others on that, because they're kind of joking. It's like, if you're going to write a book or finish a book, all your friends aren't literary agents or, praised critics, right? It's like, it's okay. They don't have to see the vision yet. They can see it down the line. If you make art, let's say, they're saying all your friends aren't art connoisseurs. They're not art collectors. It's like, of course you can get their opinion, but don't let it weigh on you so much that it stops you from doing your creative projects. Because I'm actually hearing that those creative projects that you're passionate about, now, Pisces, I know you're a water sign, but if you put that action in and you drive that project forward, for some of you, I see it being able to be a career, and one that you really love and feel fulfilled in. But they're saying none of that happens if you don't believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't look for external validation at this time on your creative projects. Just drive it forward, because they'll see the success when it happens, okay? When it comes to fruition. And the other thing that I'm hearing for Pisces is, be really careful about how others make you feel or think about yourself. Okay. In general, it's like, if someone is adding to your self-confidence, if they're making you feel like $1 million, great, keep them around. But if it's someone that is, taking away from how you feel, they're making you feel really low, really bad. Maybe it's not that you completely block them or put up, they're saying a barricade. Maybe it's not that, but maybe it's just you spend a little bit less time with this person right now because you're sensitive. Okay.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, I can't believe we did all of the 12 zodiac signs. We gave you Maggie and I. Thank you again, Maggie Baird. Is that how you pronounce your last name? I'm sorry, Maggie.
Baird, you got it.
Baird. And once we do the replay, I'll have all her contact information. She offers also live in-person psychic readings and manifestation guidance and what have you. And so Maggie, tell everybody what website, and then I also will type it once we end this live.
Perfect. So for everybody tuned in on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, The Maggie Baird. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, phone call, Zoom meeting, or FaceTime, themaggiebaird.com. Those links are in my bio.
Excellent. Excellent. And if you're looking for a private psychic reading, just click on whatever social media platform you're on, just click the link in the bio. It'll take you straight to my website at DeirdreAbrami.com. Maggie nor I will ever reach out to you. Those are fake accounts. So just a cautionary with the scammers. But we want to thank you so much for playing with us tonight. Hey, just because this is just to catapult you off to success, whether it's love, your health, money, use this beautiful 8-8 energy. This Lionsgate portal is open for you to just slide right in and take whatever you're trying to work on to take it straight to success. So don't just end it here. Take the next couple of weeks and really just enjoy this energy. And we wish you all the best of luck. Thank you so much for playing with us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Happy Thursday. Happy manifesting. Lots of love.